Is it time to buy or sell the QQQ ETF? In this video, we will explore the QQQ ETF in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 30th of June, 2025. And now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You won't want to miss any critical updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Harness the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be seen as financial advice. Since the 27th of May 2025, our system has ranked QQQ as a strong buy candidate, awarding it a score of 8.35. Let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. The ETF has experienced a gain of 5.84%. This equates to an average return of 0.24% each day since it was designated as a strong buy candidate. The exchange-traded fund is situated in the midst of a strong and upward trend in the short term, indicating that further increases within this trend are likely. The analysis of the current 3-month trend points to a potential change of 24% over the next 3 months, with expected returns ranging from 16.57% to 31.73%. In terms of a longer perspective, our analysis over the next 12 months suggests a projected change of 6.79%. Based on our assessments, the stock's performance could vary between negative 17.93% and positive 6.9% over the coming year. This would translate to a future price range between $452.74 and $589.70. Our latest daily update for QQQ includes the headline, "A green day on Monday for QQQ ETF after gaining approximately 0.648%. The QQQ ETF price increased by approximately 0.648% on the last trading day, which was Monday, the 30th of June, 2025, rising from $548.09 to $551.64. It has now experienced gains for 6 consecutive days. Such a streak is not common for ETFs, and it is reasonable to expect a day or two of decline. During the last trading day, the ETF fluctuated by 0.685%, with a day low of $549.01 and a day high of $552.77. The price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and is up by approximately 4.68% over the past 2 weeks. Volume decreased on the last day by 12 million shares, with a total of 45 million shares traded, amounting to around $24.8 billion. It is important to note that declining volume amidst rising prices can indicate divergence and may serve as an early warning of potential changes in the upcoming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $552.77, while the lowest price was $402.39. Currently, the price is 0.2% or $1.13 below the 52-week high of $552.77. which also marks the all-time high for the ETF. In recent news, the Goldman Sachs Active Beta U.S. Large Cap Equity ETF has seen its assets double in 2025, reflecting a growing interest in smart beta strategies among investors. This trend may influence the QQQ, particularly as investors seek diversified technology exposure. Additionally, the enthusiasm surrounding artificial intelligence continues to surge, with various analysts citing its potential to significantly enhance productivity and gross domestic product. This bullish sentiment could elevate the QQQ, given its heavy weighting in technology stocks like Nvidia and Microsoft. Recent market analysis suggests that while momentum investing has its allure, a focus on value in overlooked sectors might deliver better long-term returns. Traders might shift strategies, which could lead to volatility for QQQ in the short term as investors recalibrate. The outlook is mixed, as despite positive indicators like personal consumption expenditures data aligning with market expectations, potential headwinds remain. The QQQ recently flashed a golden cross, a technical signal often viewed as bullish, adding to the positive sentiment around the ETF's future performance. However, divergence from the S&P 500 raises valuation concerns for QQQ. Analysts favor the Invesco QQQ for its lower fees and better growth metrics, suggesting a potential redirection in investor preferences that could impact QQQ's performance in the long run. With key technology players driving market momentum, all eyes remain on how these dynamics play out in QQQ's price action in both the short and long term. Analyst ratings. On Thursday, the 26th of June, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a negative grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 10th of June, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a mixed grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 9th of June, 2025, it was reported that Edward Jones assigned QQQ a mixed grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 3rd of June, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a hold grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 30th of May, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a buy grade with a hold action. The following signals have been identified for QQQ. The chart today shows mostly positive signals. The QQQ exchange-traded fund holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a favorable forecast for the fund. There is also a general buy signal from the relationship between these two averages, as the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. In terms of potential support during downward corrections, there are significant lines at 540 and 77 cents and 525 and 66 cents. A breakdown below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, the 8th of April, 2025, and since then, it has risen by 32.59%. Further growth is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Additionally, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, commonly known as MACD. It is noteworthy that volume decreased during the last trading day despite an increase in prices. This creates a divergence between volume and price, which could serve as an early warning. Therefore, the ETF should be monitored closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal 57 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 1 day ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal 7 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 47 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 43 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 47 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 35 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 26 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for QQQ. On the downside, the exchange-traded fund finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $466.20 and $423.69. There is a natural risk involved when an exchange-traded fund is testing a support level, as breaking this level may result in a decline to the next support level. In this case, QQQ finds support just below today's level at $466.20. If this level is broken, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $423.69 and $422.67. Generally, the exchange-traded fund tends to exhibit very controlled movements, and with solid liquidity, the risk is considered quite low for this fund. Over the past day, the fund moved $3.76 between its high and low, which is a change of 0.685%. For the last week, the exchange-traded fund has experienced an average daily volatility of 0.84%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for the Invesco QQQ Trust, let's take a moment to review some essential fundamental data. First, let's discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric compares a company's current share price to its earnings per share. A relatively low PE ratio may indicate either a lack of future expectations for the company or that the exchange-traded fund is undervalued, suggesting a potential opportunity for purchase. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for QQQ. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which suggests that the exchange-traded fund could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you may want to enter a position and utilize volume to determine the appropriate time to exit. On the downside, QQQ encounters its first support level at 466. If this support level holds, it could serve as a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $534.54, reflecting a decrease of 3.1%. This exchange-traded fund exhibits very low daily fluctuations, resulting in minimal risk. Furthermore, there is a buy signal indicated by a pivot bottom identified 56 days ago. Is QQQ ETF a good buy? QQQ presents several positive indicators and is currently experiencing a strong upward trend. As the old saying goes, let the trend be your friend. Therefore, we view it as a favorable option at this time, with expectations for continued gains over the next 3 months. After examining the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price may be overvalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 1st of July, we anticipate that QQQ will open lower by 0.0005 of a dollar, beginning trading at $551.14. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. It is important not to base your investment decisions solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current perspective on the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at StockInvest.